Are you heading out on a long haul flight this season? Today we're going to give you 8 tips to make sure your flight is a little more comfortable, a little more organized, and to set you up to be healthy and happy when you get to the other side. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Travels. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to give you 8 tips to survive one of those long haul flights. Whether you're just jumping across the US, if you're going across the old pond, if you are headed to New Zealand or anywhere else, let's give you some tips to make sure you have a successful, healthy flight. Number one, when you're flying far, one of the things you really want to make sure you're taking care of is your health. So make sure you have some circulation products. First thing I'm going to recommend is you wear compression socks. Don't go rush out and get the cheapest pair of compression socks you can find. Do a little bit of research. We'll make some recommendations in the description as well. We're not getting paid or promoted by we're not promoting any specific brand. We don't have any sponsors. We're just going to give you some good ideas of things to get. But get yourself some compression socks. They will save you a lot of headache when you are flying. It's going to keep you healthy and a little bit more in good shape. When you're also flying, one of the things to do is try to get up and move around once an hour. If you can't do that, if you don't know the person next to you and you're stuck in a middle seat or you're against the window and you can't really move around, make sure you're rotating your ankles. You want to be doing some ankle exercises. A lot of times they'll tell you to spell the alphabet with your ankles. Just try to keep your legs moving, keep your ankles moving, your feet up and down. You don't want to encourage blood clots. Those compression socks and that are going to help you a lot. Tip number 2, make sure if you are traveling somewhere far, do a lot of research on the rules and regulations of where you're going to. Make sure you apply for things early if you would like to get them, like global entry, which is going to save you a ton of time and a headache. TSA PreCheck, maybe Clear, any of those. Really dig into the rules and regulations of where you're going, where you're coming from, and get yourself something that's going to help you expedite that process a little bit. As well as when you're reading into those things, make sure you have the right visas, make sure you have the right documents. If your passport is going to expire, make sure it's 6 months out before you travel. If not, you do have a little bit of time before you go. It is relatively quick at this point to renew your passport. We have a whole video on your passport renewal. You can check it out on our channel. Next up, number 3, organize your important items. If you are taking a backpack or some type of a personal item, I love backpacks because they have a lot of little nooks and crannies in them. I'm going to show you my backpack. Again, we're not recommending anything specific, but let me check it out for you. I have a Varia travel backpack, and you can see here there are tons of little places where you can put things. There are tons of inside options where you can put things. There's a laptop case in here. There is a place for your passport. It locks. It has a TSA lock on it. It's got side pockets for water bottles and all kinds of nooks and crannies for you to put maybe cash or your camera or anything like that. Highly advise having something like this. And when you're going on a long haul trip, make sure you pack things in the order you're going to need them. Generally speaking, I will put my charger up here, whether it's like a little block charger or one of these chargers. A lot of your flights now have a plug. So being able to plug something like this in and charge all your devices is great. I put my AirPods up in there so that I have those immediately when I get on. I put my Kindle sometimes in here. I have a really small Kindle. And then my iPad is right inside so I can grab it. Any medications you might need or things that are super important to you when you get on the flight, I think those are really important. Also, make sure you put a bunch of things in here that you're going to need. 1, hand sanitizing wipes. They will save you in a pinch. If you don't have a napkin, if you're in a bind and you just need to clean up a little bit, those are great. Make sure you pack a sweater or a vest or a little bit of a jacket in case you get a little chilly or cold. Remember, flights, especially when you're on a long flight, it can get a little cold. I don't recommend bringing a blanket. I think they're a little too bulky most of the time. Just pack yourself an extra sweater. Again, that's something that you can reuse other than a blanket that you're just going to have with you. Like I said, your iPad, if you need it, your Kindle, your chargers, all of those things, and just make sure they're easily accessible. Next tip, number 4, make sure you pack some essential things for flying. Remember, when you're on a flight, you're going to get dehydrated. One of the things I think you should bring is chapstick. Chapstick's going to help your lips stay moist. You can also get like a medicated moisturizer for your lips. Eye drops are really important. And then the other thing that I think is really important are hydration packets. So I use a bunch of different ones. They're all, you know, fairly generic at this point. Prime has some, LMNT has ones that are very high in salts and different electrolytes. You can get Liquid IV has them. There are a bunch of different ones, but those are things that I think are super helpful as well. Number 5, bring a phone prop. If you've ever been on a long flight and you're sitting there and you're like, oh God, I don't have anywhere to put my phone. I'd like to watch a movie. You're holding it, you're trying to lean it on something. You could try the cup trick that the flight attendants will show you. And I know during the flight, a lot of times you can bring that little thing down. But when you're taking off or landing, or if there's turbulence, they're going to tell you to put those things up. So having a little phone prop, I think, is a game changer. I'll show you one here. You can tuck it in and just have your phone hanging there. And that one works really, really great. Next up, in case of an emergency, bring some cash. I like to hide a little bit of cash in a couple different pockets. I like to bring enough cash so that if in a pinch, I can buy some clothes, I can go out to eat a few times, or I could book a hotel. Just recently, we had this issue in Spain where they lost power for a decent chunk of time, over a day. That meant a lot of the airports were shut down. It meant that credit card processing things weren't working properly. And Europe, if you've been to Europe anytime in the past few years, it's pretty cashless at this point. So bring some cash. It's going to save you in a pinch. You can have some euros. You can have American cash, whatever works best for you. I think those are great. Next up, bring tracker cards or the little Apple AirTags, anything like that. You can get little tracker cards for your wallet so that if you lose your wallet, you can activate it and find where your wallet is. I think that's huge. You can also shove those in your bag. You can get little AirTags for your bag. I think those things are critically important. And then my last tip is just pack for where you're going and try to stay as efficient with your packing as humanly possible, especially on a long haul flight. One of the things that I really love about traveling is getting to those destinations, just getting out and getting into it as quickly as possible. When you fly far, if you're flying 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours, you're going to be exhausted. And sometimes you can't pack just a carry-on. I get that. But if at all possible, try to pack carry-on and your backpack, something like that. You'd be amazed how much you could fit in a backpack. You could fit a few days' clothes in there, and that might be the difference of you having to check a bag and then stand in an airport for an hour or an hour and a half. That is it. My last bonus tip is to make sure you have some type of travel arrangements planned or scheduled before you get off the plane. If at all possible, schedule your Uber. You can keep track of it. If you can get on the internet while you're on the plane, you can schedule your ride based on when you're getting in. Make sure you have train tickets. You can buy all of those things online now, or whatever you can do to make sure that your travel is lined up when you land. So again, you're not stressed out, trying to navigate, trying to find things in the airport. These are things that'll help you and ensure that you have an amazing long haul flights. If you have any questions, please let us know. Drop a comment below. We'd love to have you subscribe and join us on this journey. Thanks so much. We hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, we're just a travel agency here. We're trying to give you great information so you can plan and go on an amazing vacation. Thanks so much. Have a great day.